Okay, before the video actually begins, I have something I need to say. Listen, I know I've been out for a little while, but I have a good reason to be out. I was on a family vacation to Disney. Okay, is that a good enough reason for you? I really just wanted to make that known here because I know not a lot of people really want to see like the 5th Minecraft video about me yapping about something, you know what I mean? Like nobody wants to see that for another time. It's getting old. So I wanted to put it on an actual video. Does that make sense? Anyway, go on to the main video. Kirby games are considered some of the easiest games to ever come out from Nintendo. I mean, you just move right, and you jump, and then you take the overpowered power, and then you win. But what if you could make Kirby game insanely difficult? I don't know why you'd want to do that. Kirby's Dream Land adds an extra game, which you can unlock by pressing up, select, and A on the main menu. It makes the game much harder than the original. Like, they add, like, different enemies and, like, different patterns. Like, I don't even know what the fuck's going on here with Kabula over here. We'll get to her in a minute. But even then, the game is, like, kinda easy, because they kind of rely on you floating everywhere. So, there's also a config menu, which is the only Kirby game to have a config menu, I'm, like, 90% sure. The other Dreamland games don't have it, and if they did, I would be using them. You get to the config menu by pressing down, select, and B. So unlock that, and it allows you to change how many lives you have, like the sound effects for the game, and being able to change like the amount of times you can get hit before you die. And that's where the real challenge comes in. So what if you just put all your hit points to 1, and then you have 10 lives to try and make it to the end of the level with 1 HP? And to make this worse, I'm not gonna use rewind. A single time in this video. Do not quote me on that. Just don't. Trust me, just don't. And hey, if you like this video, then consider subscribing, because I'm gonna be making a whole lot of other videos kind of like in this style, doing some other fun ideas that I can mention if you make it all the way to the end of the video. There you go. Hey, look at that. Okay, anyway, on to the first chapter, Green Hell. Oh no. What the? Alright, I won't accept that one. Okay. Oh no! No, what is this bullshit you're playing? Okay, you actually can't avoid that. Okay, you actually can't avoid that. So, yeah, greens, huh? You been here often? Okay, so looking at this, I think you can clearly tell this Kirby game is going so well at the beginning. It's going great. You know, the first little part of this level is not even that bad. It's when you get to the first mini-boss. The first mini-boss is Poopy Bros? Wait, what the? Why did I write Poopy Bros? I wrote Poopy Bros Senior. I didn't mean to do that. So yeah, this guy sucks. I was trying to beat him without floating and using my little Kirby floating ability to go above the map so he can't hit me. But like, this guy just kind of doesn't have a specific pattern that you won't be, like, every other boss in this game does kind of have a pattern, so he just kind of does his own thing, and he's an absolute goofball, throwing his bombs like it's like, you know, crazy idea. Maybe this game wasn't intended to be played with 1 HP. I mean, every time I got past him without floating above, it's just so much worse, because when you run out of lives, you get sent back to the beginning of the level, instead of getting sent back to the checkpoint. So let's just cheese this guy, it doesn't really matter, right? Don't think just because we cheesed this guy, that means we're free to go, we're out of there, we're running through the park like it's nothing. Oh no, 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 no. You haven't seen anything yet. let's talk about Wispy Woods. Because for the most part, the second half of this level isn't even that bad. We don't really need to talk about it as much, but we do need to talk about the boss of this. Because he's so stupid. Imagine Wispy Woods. No, imagine him really annoying, and imagine him having a really weird hitbox on his mouth, specifically when the fight starts. Imagine that. So here was my strategy for him. Because there's no real way to avoid the cloud puffs unless you're like Taz. Besides the cloud puffs, you can just go under him. Just make sure to not get hit by the mouth, because for some reason, you know, that exists. And then every time there's an apple, just make sure to grab the apple. And by the way, if you think there's gonna be a checkpoint right before fighting Wispy Woods, you'd better be wrong. If you lose all your lives, you just go back to the beginning of the level and there's nothing you can do about it. I hate that. I died and I died and I died until I eventually defeated Wispy Woods, and it was the worst experience of my life. It's not the worst thing that could have ever happened, though. It took a full hour of my life. And, you know, does it really get any worse than that? Well, surprisingly, no, it doesn't. Chapter 2. The easiest castle breach ever. Like, I swear to you, I didn't expect that to happen. So right after beating Wispy Woods, I was a little freaky. Ugh. I wanted to run straight into Castle Lololo just to get this out of the way. And I immediately got my ass beat. Like, I swear to you, it was bad. It was really, really bad. I was getting a little frustrated, so I took a break, and I was like, okay, I'll come back a little later. I took a nice nap, I came back, and then the first try, I absolutely soloed it and did everything perfectly. Yeah, okay. Sure. That's it. Okay, no, actually, we're gonna talk about the Lolo and Malala fight because I feel like, you know, we kind of have to. The Lolo mini-boss, really easy. It's just a bunch of different platforms. You grab his box, you run out of the way, and then every time he's like running back to the little hidey hole, you just hit him. That's it. Now on the Lolo and Lalala fight, let's talk about them. So, there's a bunch of different platforms and they spawn on like with like boxes that they push towards you, and all you really have to do is just go behind them, grab the box, shoot it at them, and then hit them until they all die. Yeah. That's it. I bet you expected a little more from me on this chapter. No, that's it. But actually, the next chapter is the one that made me, change the rules. Chapter 3. The sea that changed the rules? Alright, so the beginning of this level is pretty standard at this point. Oh, hey, look at that. It's an obligatory beam attack reference. Anyway, moving on a bit, and you find one of the most annoying obstacles yet. Octopus. Octopi? Octopodes? I died to these absolutely annoying individuals, and the beginning section that I set was standard, until I game over it a couple of times. When I realized, the only way I could get through these octopodes is by rewinding, which would be cheating, but guess what? This is my challenge, and to be honest, the boss of this level, Kabula, probably wouldn't even be possible without it. So I slowly but surely rewind my way through the rest of this level, avoiding bullshit cannons like, okay, what the hell even is that? When eventually, I made it to Kabula, and probably the only boss in this game that might be actually impossible. And I feel like it might be really easy to see if I just show you. Also, Kabula's bullets are bullshit. Kabullshit. Did you see that? Did you see that shit? You see Kabula's bullets going backwards? Okay, so first, Kabula has like these cannons that like spin around really fast. It's like, what the hell is even going on? You barely even see them. Like they shoot really fast and they also like spin. So it's like, what's even the point? Then she can do like this dash, which honestly is like her weakest attack. Honestly, I mean, you know what I mean? It's not even that bad. And last but not least, she's a 3-shot attack that is at like the same speed as the other spinny ones. It's so annoying, I swear. Now, when I say that, it sounds easy, but quick reminder, this is a Game Boy game. So no, I don't think that's, I forgot what I was gonna say. After going through the hardest fight in the entire game, in my opinion, we've still got one more level before we go to the mountain. This one's gonna suck. Chapter 4. Why did they make the umbrellas track you? Oh my. You see, I would usually be like, oh, okay, this level's fine. But no. I swear to you, like, the extra game just decided to throw some secret sauce and secret bullshit that came out of its ass. I don't even know where it came from. I'm so pissed. I hate this level so much. So as the title suggests for this chapter, there are heat-seeking umbrellas that explode in this game now. Never would have guessed that, personally. And to let you know that it appears not even halfway through the first part of the level, can it even get any worse? Honestly, kinda, but like, not really. I guess you have like these Link guys who like shoot boomerangs, they're kind of annoying. You have like the chickens who like fly around everywhere. I guess that's pretty much, it's not really that much though. And even then, the boss of this level is Kracko. And let me be so for real, Kracko is actually kind of easy. Both of these fights have really easy patterns, especially, I would say more so the second fight has an easier pattern to deal with. When Kracko comes in and falls next to you and then tries to come in for a swing, just don't look at him. For some reason, Kirby's hitbox is more centered towards his face than it is anything else, so his second half of his body just won't take any damage for some reason. I don't know. Out of sight, out of mind, I guess. There you go. When he starts dropping bombs, just grab one and then shoot it at him. Rinse and repeat, boom, he's dead, and you win. For the second half of the level... okay. For the second half of the level, there isn't really much. I mean, I guess they had like this weird-ass Gordo thing that was going on, a block-breaking simulator, and then like some getting over it gameplay that like just absolutely sucked. But after all that, it's time for the real Kracko fight. Alright, did you believe me earlier when I said about his second fight being cake? It's the same fight. Literally, it's just the same fight, but somehow an easier pattern. His first attack, you jump over it. When he does the redacted, then... wait, hold on. When he does his first attack, you jump over it. He does the his first attack, jump over it. The second attack he does, redacted. Sorry. He does the redacted. Sorry. He does the I'm gonna cry. His first attack, jump over it. He does the redacted, and then drops bombs. Grab bombs, shoot, repeat, step 1, and bam, you win. Yeah. It's that easy, actually. But trust me, nothing will prepare you for the pain I'm about to endure. Chapter 5. Mount DDD. This is it. The final level. And as a cool challenge, I decided to do it without rewinding. Except Kabula, because fuck Kabula. So after Kabula comes the absolute best wispy woods of my damn life. I'll tell you what. That was what I wrote in the script. And I took my sweet ass time with Lolo and Lala because I knew I would kick their asses anyway. And then with Kracko, I mean, come on, you already know what happens with Kracko. With one whole life left, I move on to DDD, where I immediately die. Oh, and oops, I'm on 0 lives. Okay. So I wonder what happens. Do I triumphantly defeat DDD with no lives left? Or do I... hey, Stop watching. What are you doing? Stop what? No. I didn't rewind this at all in this fight. What are you talking about? Don't look at the rewind. Wait, don't look at the counter. Wait, stop adding stuff to the counter. What are you doing? And just like, wait a minute. I should think of something else to say. Because, I mean, like, why should I steal this bit? Who cares? And just the king has been overthrown. And, oh my god, Kirby just inflated. And that's that, everyone. I really hope you enjoyed this video because this is actually really fun for me to like write the script for and also record the script. Oh my god. As I said earlier, if you enjoyed it, then make sure to subscribe because that makes me know if you actually enjoyed it. I got some other stuff in the works, which, hey, if you stayed all the way to the end, you get to learn some things about. Hey, here we go, here we go. I'm currently still in the middle of the hunt as of this moment, and I've been doing it the whole time I've been recording the script. I've been looking for a shiny Torchic because I was supposed to do it over my Disney vacation as just an idea. I still haven't found it after over a week of hunting. So I'm just kind of, I don't really care. I'm gonna still do it because I want to talk about my Disney trip. So that's an idea. I started playing Miitopia again using a mix of like just some funny characters and original characters as well for the main story. So I mean, hey, you want to see that? There you go. Besides a Terraria Master Mode, or at least a Terraria review, because Terraria is my favorite game. When things come up and ideas come up, I guess I'll let you know. Yeah. So, you like any of those ideas? Let me know. It's time for me to go. Deltarune explosion.